I decided that I needed to make myself a new oven again. So I wanted to make it so it was specifically for the things that I'm making right now. And this is the smaller figures, not up over 40 centimeters high. Most of them are about 20 centimeters high. So I needed to make an oven that I could fire easily, and I was thinking about using the raku oven, the drum, but the heat exchange there is too much, and when the wind blows and that, there's too much a change in temperature. So what I did is I designed this little lecabrick oven. I bricked it up and then coated it inside like a raku oven with the oven fibre. I have an entry at the bottom for the gas, just like with a raku, and it's pretty much the same size, 10 centimeters hole in the bottom, and then on the top, right above where the hole is, there's the outlet hole, and that's exactly 10 centimeters too. So what happens is the heat goes in underneath the first plate, all the way across to the back of the oven. The flame goes all the way over there, and it's just the heat that comes round from the end and comes back over the shelving. So I only have one shelf in the oven. I can get well, somewhere between 12 and 15 figures in the oven at a time. And this is the second time I'm firing in it. And I'm firing a little different than what I normally would do. I'm firing the first time in a bisque firing only to 650 degrees. Once I've done that, I take the figures out and give them glaze, put them back in the oven that's still, well, not exactly hot, but it's warm. And then they're ready to fire the next day. And then I fire them to 1020 to 1030, somewhere in there. So the glaze is well melted out, but not runny. The results I've got from that is fantastic. From the first firing, everything was really good. The glaze has melted out nice, and there's no bubbling or cracking in it or anything. It's just really, really nice. And the results from the firing exceptional. So I thought I'd explain. I'm making this little video now so I can explain what I've done. I've built the box out of lecabrick, and that's because the lecabrick is made up of small clay balls that are put together with cement, and it's about 10 centimeters thick. So when the oven's up at 1020, the outside temperature on the bricks, you can put your hand on it. It's not that hot. Most of the heat is kept in the oven. As you can see, I've got a cover over and some armoured plastic around, so there's no wind coming. I'm not dependent on how the wind's blowing or if it's raining or anything. I can sit here and get the figures glazed when they come out and put them back in. So everything's just right here where I need it. Inside the oven, I've got two shelving plates. So they leave a little bit of space at the back end of the oven for the heat to come round and come up on the top. And then I put a couple of strips of oven fibre on each side of the shelving, so there's no gaps or anything. There's no heat slipping up the sides or anywhere else. Right now the gas burner's just on the pilot, and what I'm doing is I'm not firing at all with wood. I'm just using the normal propane gas, and a normal roofing burner. It works really well. I can with just the gas I can easily control the heat increases, so I can take it up steadily a little at a time. It's working really well. I mean, you can look down through the hole just like you can in an Aku oven, and you can see how things are going inside. And you know, this is a real. I wish I'd have done this a long time ago. But anyway, this is just a little video to show the new oven. It's got on top of the oven, because I don't have a lid on it. What I've done is I've got two old shelving plates that completely cover the top, and I've cut a hole for the exit hole for the heat with my grinder. Cut a hole there, 10 by 10 again, and then I've put the one layer of oven fibre on top, nothing in it, just laid out on top, and I can push it down around the side so everything seals down nice and tight. And the other one has as you can see here, you can see there's like a wire netting from a cage that I've bound it to, and that sits on top again. So no heat slippage at all. And when it's up at 1,020, 1,030, I'm sure it could go much higher. I'm sure it could go up to 1,200 if I needed. After I'd finished bricking it up, and I fired in it the first time, the bricks had been standing outside, so there was a lot of damp in the bricks, and the damp started to come out through the bricks, because these lecabricks, they're porous, so the damp can come out. So during the winter, if there's any damp gets into the bricks, I mean, the first time I fire up, I won't have any ceramics in it. I'll just fire it up and let the damp come out. And then when it stops coming out, then I'm ready to fire in the oven again next year. But this is the last fire in this year, so I hope you'll find this interesting. It's a really cheap way to make an oven. I mean, I haven't offered very much money on it. I've got my Aku burner already, so I didn't have to buy a burner. I've bought two top plates, a roll of oven fibre, and 2 plates for in the oven for the shelving, and that's it. You know, the lecabricks, I mean, they cost nearly nothing, you know. So I think if you're looking to make yourself a nice cheap oven that can fire up you know, high fired earthenware or low fired, this is the trick. You don't have to pay all this money out for big electric ovens. This is a real cheap way of doing it. Anybody can make an oven like this. So that's all for this time. We'll see you.